Welcome to our next example. This example here has a couple of resistors in it, and this is a series circuit. So the electrons can only flow in one path around this circuit. And remember, when the switch is closed, those electrons will flow through this if this switch is closed and go in this direction here. Now, if I know that this battery source is 12 volts, and if I told you that this here, resistor R1 is equal to 4 ohms, and this is equal to 2 ohms, what I could do is find the total current in the circuit, the current flowing through A1. And I can do that because I can find the total resistance in a series circuit is equal to R1 plus R2. So this is R1 plus R2. So 2 ohms plus 4 ohms gives me 6 ohms. Now, I can figure out the current, the total current, or the current going through A1, because I do know the voltage and I know the total resistance. So IT is equal to 12 volts divided by the total resistance, which is 6 ohms. IT is equal to 2 amps. So I know that there's 2 amps of current going through that ammeter right there. Now, the question says, what is this measured voltage drop across that resistor R2? Well, I can determine that because now I know the current flowing through this resistor R2 and the current flowing through this resistor R1. So if I want to know the voltage drop across resistor 2, that could be found by taking the current, which is really the total current, and multiplying by the resistor value R2. So I know that the total current is 2 amps. I know that R2 has a resistor value of 2 ohms. So when I multiply those together, that gives me a value of 4 volts. So this meter here will read 4 volts. According to Kirchhoff's voltage law in a series circuit, if this ends up being 4 volts, and I know the DC power source is 12, the drop across R1, so the voltage drop across that one, must be equal to the difference. So without doing any calculations, I know the voltage drop across this resistor here must be 8 volts because 8 plus 4 must add up to give me the source voltage here, which is 12 volts. That's it for this example. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.